When I first started my business, I did what everyone else did. I ran ads, I sent cold DMs, I chased leads like my life depended on it, and it still wasn't enough. Then I tried something different. A quiet little audit that didn't feel salesy but landed clients like crazy. That one method helped me build my agency to over $147,000 per month. No ads, no pitching, no cold outreach. But here's the thing, getting clients is only half the battle. The real money? That's in getting those clients to stick around long term. You see, most agencies, coaches, and service professionals lose clients every 3 months. I used to be one of them, signing a client, working hard, then watching them disappear after 90 days. It was exhausting. But everything changed when I discovered two things. First, a method I call the stealth audit, which quietly converts high-value clients. Second was 3 powerful psychology triggers that kept those clients happy and sticking around, and kept them paying for 18 months or more. Together, these 2 systems took me from struggling freelancer to building an agency that generated around 147 to 190K per month in recurring revenue. So if you're tired of constantly having to chase new leads, here's what you're about to discover. First, how the stealth audit converts without ever feeling salesy. Next, the 3 psychology triggers that make clients stick around. And finally, how to automate the whole system so you only work a few hours a day. Once you understand this, you'll stop chasing clients and start building real, scalable, recurring revenue. All right, let me show you the trap that keeps most agencies, coaches, and service professionals broke. Here's how it normally goes. They get a client for $1,000 a month. That client stays for 3 months, so they make $3,000 total. Then that client leaves and they scramble to find another one. So the wheel keeps spinning, but they never really get ahead. But watch what happens when you combine the stealth audit method with retention psychology. Without these systems, 10 clients equals $30,000 total. That's 10 times 1,000 times 3 months, because all churn after 3 months. But with these systems, 10 clients equals $180,000 total. That's 10 times 1,000 times 18 months, because they stay for a year and a half, often longer. Same clients, but 6 times more money. The only difference is how you get them and how you keep them. Now, I learned this the hard way. I was actually pretty good at getting clients the traditional way, but I was terrible at keeping them. I'd sign someone for $2,000 a month and like clockwork, 3 months later, they'd cancel. So let me show you what changed everything for me. While everyone else is out there cold calling and begging for meetings, there's a small group of us using what I call the stealth audit method. I stumbled onto this by accident, refined it over the years as a result of thousands of conversations, and it's the reason that I can now land clients without ever feeling like I'm selling. So here's how the stealth audit method works. Step 1, you never create the audit first. That's what amateurs do, wasting hours on prospects that are never going to respond. Instead, you target local businesses with real money. Think dentists and roofers and HVAC companies and plumbers, and you send them this message. I was doing a little research the other day and came across your website. I took the liberty of recording a quick video with proven strategies that could help you turn more of the people already searching for your business into paying customers, unlocking revenue you might be missing right now. Let me know if you're interested in seeing it and I'll send it right over. Now, notice what I didn't do here. I didn't attach anything, I didn't write a long sales pitch, I just created curiosity about something I supposedly already have. This is psychological strategy. To them, the audit already exists and they're just deciding whether to look at it or not. In my experience, about 5 to 10% respond positively, and that's when the magic happens. Because only after they respond do you actually create the audit, which takes less than 5 minutes in HighLevel, but more on how to do that in just a second. But first, here's exactly what you show them when they say yes. Listen, businesses like yours miss 62% of their calls, and here's the kicker. 85% of those people will never call back. They're calling your competitor right now. For a home service business, each missed call costs about $1,200 in lost sales based on average ticket sizes. So if we do the math, if you're missing just 10 calls a week, that's over $600,000 a year walking out the door. You've also got 23 negative reviews sitting there with no response. Here's what that's actually costing you. 3 negative reviews alone can drive away 60% of potential customers. And businesses that don't respond to reviews earn 33% less than those who do. That's literally a third of your potential income gone because you're not hitting reply. Your competitors are also currently dominating Google. The business in position 1 gets 39.8% of all clicks. Position 3, just 10.2%. That means they're getting 4 times more leads than you from the exact same searches. In your market, that's probably 50 to 100 extra customers every month going to them instead of you. Now, the real beauty and the power of the stealth audit method is that you're only investing time in hot prospects. If you reach out to 100 businesses and 10 respond, you're only creating 10 audits instead of 100. But those 10 are pre-qualified, they're interested, and they're waiting. Step 2 is offering simple AI services that they actually understand. You see, once they see the audit, you don't pitch complicated funnels. funnels. You offer just 3 simple fixes: missed call text back for $297 a month, AI receptionist for $497 a month, and review response automation for $297 a month. Or bundle all 3 for $997 a month. Simple enough to explain in one sentence, but it's valuable enough to completely transform their business. Step 3 is the no risk close. Say, look, try it for free for 7 days. If you don't see results, don't pay me anything. Then, in those 7 days, you set everything up in HighLevel. Leads start rolling in, reviews start getting answered, and missed calls turn into actual appointments. And by the end, at day 7, they're thinking, how did we ever run our business without this? Even if you just do this alone, you're already ahead of 99% of businesses out there. But if you want to take it a step further, here's what most people doing the stealth audit method are still missing, and therefore leaving a ton of free money on the table. So the stealth audit method gets you clients, but keeping those clients sticking around and paying long-term is where fortunes are made. And I use 3 psychological principles that make clients actually want to stay. The first principle is called the goal gradient effect. Have you ever had a client disappear without warning even though you were getting them great results? Well, here's what I discovered. Clients don't leave because of bad results. They leave because they can't see the results that they're getting. So they don't know what's going on, or if it's working, or if it's not. It's all about perception. Have you ever played a video game where you grind harder when you're close to leveling up? You know, when you're at like 90% XP, suddenly you can't stop playing. That is the goal gradient effect in action. We, as humans, naturally accelerate when we can see how close we are to the next level. Video game designers have known this for decades, and that's why they show you progress bars and XP counters and achievement percentages. This is why I use what I call the progress amplifier to gamify client retention. Here's how it works. Every Friday, clients get their weekly wins report. Think of it like their business's XP update. You captured 23 new leads this week, up 15% from last week. You saved 4 missed calls worth $2,000. Your review score went from 4.2 to 4.4 stars. Just like in gaming, when they see that progress bar filling up, they don't want to quit. They want to reach the next level. The second principle is called the IKEA effect. There have been a ton of studies done on human behavior that shows how most people value their home-built IKEA furniture more than expensive stuff that they bought already built. This is because we value things more when we help to create them. So this is why psychologists call it the IKEA effect. And this is why each month I get clients involved in building their success. Month 1, they help weigh in and choose their target keywords. Month 2, they approve their ad copy. Month 3, they suggest new services to promote. When clients build with you, they become co-creators, not just clients. And co-creators, well, they don't leave. Instead, they take ownership. The third principle is the future focus frame. Think about how you feel the week before going on vacation. Well, the odds are good that you're probably even more excited than when you're sitting there on the beach, right? That's because our brains release more dopamine anticipating rewards than actually receiving them. This is why for the future focus frame, on the 25th of every month, I send clients their next month's plan. Something like, next month we're launching your Google Ads campaign, or we're adding AI chat to your website, or we're expanding to Instagram automation. They literally can't quit when they're excited about what's coming next. Now, let me show you what this looks like when you implement this in your own business. Let's say that you land a client using the stealth audit method and charge them $997 per month for your services. Without retention psychology in place, that client stays 3 months on average, and you make $2,991 total. But with retention psychology, that same client stays 18 months, and you make $17,946. Same client, same service, same work to deliver. The only difference here is that you're using these 3 psychological triggers in order to keep them engaged. Now here's where things get really exciting. Let's say that you scale that to 10 clients. Well, without retention, that's $29,910 in total. But with retention, we're talking $179,460 in total. Well, that, my friend, is 6 times more revenue from the exact same number of clients just by understanding retention psychology. All right, now let me show you exactly how to set up both the stealth audit method and the retention systems inside HighLevel. The whole thing takes about 45 minutes to set up one time, then it runs forever on autopilot. First, here's the stealth audit automation, and all you need to do to create it is just log into your HighLevel account and then click prospecting, add prospect, and then enter their business info. And just like that, this template pulls their Google reviews, checks their response rates, their SEO rankings, and so much more. And it generates a PDF that you can then send them. But remember, you only run this report after they respond to your initial message saying that they're interested. What looks like hours of work to them takes you only a few minutes and a couple clicks. Now, here's how simple AI services are set up. The missed call text back is literally just a couple clicks. Just turn it on and then customize the message if you want, or just leave it as the default, which is, hey, this is location name. I saw that we just missed your call. How can I help? The client thinks you're a genius. Took you 30 seconds. Now for the retention systems. The weekly wins automation runs every Friday morning. It pulls all the metrics from the past week, compares them to the previous week, and sends them a formatted email celebrating every single improvement, just like those XP updates in video games. And to set this up, all you need to do is click reporting, then new report, and then you can create a new blank report or choose from the template library. I like the opportunity attribution report as it shows them a ton of very cool info, but feel free to choose whatever works best for you. The IKEA effect workflow operates like this. On day 20 of each month, it asks for their input on next month's campaign. Day 22 sends them options to choose from. Day 25, it confirms their choice. Day 28, it shows them their idea being implemented. They feel like partners, not clients. And here's the future focus sequence. On the 25th of every month, this automation sends them next month's roadmap. What's coming, what's being added, what they should be excited about. This single automation has prevented more cancellations than anything else I've ever built. And all of this, the stealth audit method and the retention systems, run automatically. You set it up once and it gets clients and keeps them paying for years. So the next question then is, does this actually work? Well, I built my agency to 6 figures monthly using these systems. I think it was around something like 160K last month. And since then, I've helped thousands of agencies implement this exact method, with many reaching 10K plus monthly recurring within 90 days, sometimes a whole lot more. But the best part is this whole thing runs in about 2 hours a day. The stealth audit method gets the clients. The automations do the work. The psychology does the retention, and you get your life back. Look, you've got 2 choices here. Keep using outdated methods or get this entire system for free right now. When you start your free 30-day trial of HighLevel through my link below, I'm giving you everything I just showed you completely free. The complete stealth audit method with all the templates, the retention psychology system with every automation, my exact blueprints and scripts, an extended free 30-day trial to the software instead of the usual 14 days, and a complete walkthrough of both systems. And here's the thing. You can copy everything I showed you today and start using it with your first client this week. The link's below, start your free trial, and get instant access to everything now. And after you've done that, make sure to check out the video that I've got linked up right here, which is going to give you even more actionable strategies to help you build your business.